Hello, Christine. Hello,
How are
Liz.
you? Getting ready for the storm?
Yeah, like usual, a lot of fuss about nothing for us.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, not complaining. It looks like inland they're gonna get blasted.
Well, Worcester always gets it, right?
Oh yeah, yep. So have you finished your quarantining?
Who, me? I'll be quarantined until I get a shot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning a trip to Yellowstone in May and June if it works out with everybody getting their shots. I don't know.
Have you been to Yellowstone?
I'm sorry?
Have you been to Yellowstone?
No.
Oh, yeah,
It's all the. I'm seeing a lot of rocks, all the national parks. Yeah.
yeah. I'd love to get there too.
Breathtaking. You'll enjoy it.
It's a 4 week trip. It's a long trip.
Wow.
You're driving, Christine?
Yes. Yeah, no way I'm taking a plane. My niece just got COVID because her father-in-law took a plane out in California.
Wow.
What other sites are you gonna see along the way?
Well, I'll go out Route 90, and see Devil's Tower, um, where all the presidents are,
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then I'll do Yellowstone, and then I'll go down to my friends just south of Denver, and then I'm doing a whole circle of Colorado. Down in
Wow.
Colorado Springs and the Garden of the Gods in Mesa Verde, and then go all the way up to Arches, and then loop back through the Rockies, and then see my friends again in Monument, and then come back. I guess Route 40. So that'll take about 28 days.
Sounds like a great trip. Hey, Gary,
Hear me?
how are you?
Good, can you hear me? How are-
Gary, I have to leave I have to leave by 5:30 if we're still going. Okay, just letting you
No.
know. I hope
No,
we're not going
we should-
till 5:30, but
I'm gonna try and go through the list of the projects quickly, and the ones that we don't have any questions on, we're gonna vote on.
Okay.
We've done it before. So if there's a hold, then we hold it, if anybody has any questions. Just going through the ones that we're not, that we know are going to. So how is everybody? Good?
Yep, thank you.
so are you, Gary, you're at town hall right now. You're there before it shuts down again, huh?
Yeah, it's a pain coming here because they give me a different computer and nobody knows how to use it. And I'd be better off doing it from home.
I know. And it says I'm unmuted, but nobody can hear me.
You're,
I'm gonna call in on my cell phone.
Yeah, Don Marie, we can hear you through Gary's computer, but then Gary, you're back and forth, in and out. It's choppy. At least on my end of things. I don't know about Christine or George, how you can hear, or if Nate can hear differently. So
I don't know. I'm on a different computer again, so.
That's better.
It might be
think-
quickest if I just sat down here, and if you need me to do something, I'll come here and speak. Otherwise, I'll sit over there and keep track of things. How's that?
Fine, whatever works.
I can hear Dawn Marie pretty,
Yeah, this is better.
Anne Marie's microphone isn't working.
I can read a big deal if you like.
Yep. Oh, let me see, 1, 2.
Okay, great. Want to do the roll call first?
Yep. So if you're all set, it's 3:10. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Gary Ellis. I am chairman of the Community Preservation Committee. We'll begin by taking a roll call vote for quorum. Gary, here. Paul, are you here? No, Paul. Christine?
Here,
George?
Here.
Mary Ann? Liz?
present.
Debbie? Tom Kelly? So we have 5, so we have a quorum.
Harry, I am here. I didn't know if you called my name or not.
I didn't call your name, Nate. You're not even on my list.
Sorry.
That's why I didn't call you.
I'm a secret member.
Yeah. I want to be a secret member here also. You're here.
All right, that was my fault. Sorry, Nate. I will read the preamble so you guys can run and get a drink. As a precautionary measure to reduce the spread of the coronavirus, all town buildings are closed to the public, and the December 16th, 2020 Community Preservation Committee meeting will be held by remote participation. My name is Dawn Marie Flett, CPA Program Coordinator, and I will be serving as moderator for this virtual meeting. Although no in-person attendance will be permitted, every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access and participate in the proceedings. Persons who would like to view or listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by watching via this virtual meeting or dialing into the number provided on the notice of meeting. We will also post a recording of this meeting on the Town of Yarmouth website as soon as we are able. Please be patient as we work to overcome any technological challenges with the virtual meeting. All meetings, to reduce confusion during the meeting, all audience participants of the virtual meeting enter the meeting muted. Participants will be unmuted when called upon to speak by the chair or the moderator. If you're not speaking, please mute yourself to avoid unnecessary background noise. All votes must be roll call votes. After a motion is made and there is a second, the chair will ask for roll call votes. For public participation, comments or questions from the public will be taken at the discretion of the chair. Members of the public may speak by selecting the raise hand button and waiting for the chair to call on them to speak. If you are dialed into the phone number provided, you can press *9 on the phone to indicate that you would like to make a comment. Members of the public recognized by the chair are asked to identify themselves by first and last name and affiliation for the record, and then to provide their comment each time they speak. I will now hand the meeting back to the chair.
Okay, like I said, what I'm going to do is try and go through these projects one by one. Is any that you feel you want to hold, because we're waiting for information. I'll look to Don too. Then we will come back to them. But I want to try and get through some of them, the ones that I don't think we have any questions on at this point. So, Don, looking at this, what, because they're not listed in numbers, what would be the first? Is it the Cultural Center?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Okay, the Cultural Center exterior repairs, and I think we're waiting for info on that still, right?
Well, George was supposed to go and have a
Right.
discussion about the doors. I
Right.
haven't
So
gotten any feedback on that.
have you done that, George?
No, I didn't get a chance to do that. So,
Okay, so we're waiting.
Right, and
Okay.
you will not hear about the Dennis CPA until January or February, so we're gonna
Yeah,
have to
but
make a decision without knowing whether or not Dennis approves their
Yeah,
request.
and that's understandable. But
Okay.
again, what I'm trying to do, we're waiting for stuff on the cultural center, so hold on that one. For Grist Mill, which is phase one, which is replace structural things that Karen had talked to us about. I don't believe we're waiting for anything on that, are we?
Well, you wanted some more information on
On
the
the budget.
On the budget, yeah, which is not gonna be ready until next week for sure. And some type of master plan. And Mass DOT mitigation for the fence had come up, but that obviously is down the line, so.
Right, that's not part of this phase anyway, so it's not in our
Yeah.
discussion. Still waiting on that, the Taylor Bray Farm barn,
Same thing, basically, the budget breakdown is what you were waiting on, and that'll be next week.
for record management and preservation. I don't know if you all saw it, but she'd gotten back to us today.
Gary, we can't hear you.
She'd gotten back to us today with the phases on the records management. Did everybody see that?
Yes.
Elizabeth, yes. Christine. So do we have any questions? Do we want to hold that?
I can move forward on the records management. I think it's something that's very necessary.
I'll second
Agreed.
that.
Ken too.
I agree.
Okay, so I can hear a motion on that.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request for the records management application in the amount of $150,000.
Nate seconds that.
Nate, all in favor? George?
Aye.
Gary, yes. Christine?
Aye.
Liz?
Aye.
Nate?
Aye.
So not to, do we want that to come out of historic?
Yeah, you could do that now, or do you want to wait until you made your decisions on all of them? I'm not sure how you.
I prefer to wait.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I mean, clearly there are going to be historic documents, but I'm not sure if all of it would come out of,
I think the ones that are absolutely with no question historic, they should come first.
Gary,
Yeah,
you have,
waiting.
you have to be looking at the computer when you're talking, please.
Okay, next we have the cemetery signage. Any any questions on that?
I think.
We
it's
asked for a
good-
second quote, and I don't know if she addressed that enough for you last meeting. I'm happy with it, so.
There was discussion, I believe, Gary, on the fact that this was the same vendor that did the previous signs. Are all handmade. They're historically accurate as possible, but long lasting. I think it was a unanimous agreement that we move forward with it at least. So I don't think we needed the second quote.
I don't either, so.
With the template and everything, they had everything.
Exactly.
It was
I
one
mean,
stop.
even if the, the font they use on the lettering becomes different. I think we should keep going.
Yeah, and I had asked the question that was the cost less because we've already done the graphics once and we wouldn't have to do it again. So, and that's clearly a savings. So I agree with Liz.
And it's under the threshold for any procurement issues. So you don't need another quote.
That's right.
And it
So-
could be an amount up to,
Right. So I would like to make a motion that we approve the cemetery signage project up to $10,000.
Second,
hold on.
By Liz. Motion was by
It's $10,000, yeah.
up to 10,000, seconded by Liz. Okay, all in favor of the motion? George,
All right,
Gary, yes. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate.
All right.
Next, we have the Cape Playhouse Preservation, and I believe that's already been voted and going forward anyways, correct?
That was, yeah, the vote back in September to put it on the fall warrant.
Yep.
Yep.
So nothing's changed with that. The South Yarmouth Methodist Church is still, we're gonna have to hold on that
Right.
because we're still waiting for other information. How many sheets? What would be? So next we would go into housing.
Yes. And we may have Adam here if you wanted to talk to him. I had sent him an invitation to join the meeting.
Yeah, and he got back to us with an email. I read that. Did everybody else see that? About how they would have projects forthcoming that they'd be able to expend the money on without reimbursement. I don't see it.
you're breaking up. We're only getting bits and pieces, Gary.
On my computer.
So that is Adam. If you want to talk to him, we can unmute him.
I would say if anybody has any questions, Adam got back to us today. Did everybody see that?
Yes.
Liz did, Nate did, Christine,
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions of Adam? Or do you want to, I guess my question would be, do we want to take the money and put it towards one of those projects? Two of those projects that he picked out? I think there were three. I don't have them in front of me.
Hey, Don, just a point of order. Mary Ann just emailed, I don't know if you saw it, that she didn't get the Zoom link. I don't, if you can send it to her, maybe she can jump on.
I will do that.
Thank you.
So, Don, could you re-summarize the numbers? Because I looked at it quickly.
John had to leave the room to go to the other computer to get Mary Ann on, so.
So Gary, do you have the numbers? How did the numbers break out? I wasn't able to print the letter.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question. The original application was for $100,000 with a $82,000 gap. And then what we got today says they have a just under a $54,000 gap. Are they amending their request or whatever? How much do they need, you know?
No, that they listed, I have it in front of me now, 77,000 for the, listed as the under with a two. This doesn't take into account the retaining wall as well as irrigation, landscaping, and driveway work, which would also point to the remaining balances for Division 5 carpentry and finish.
So Gary, you had asked them to refine the list and tell us exactly what components they're asking for. So what does the 77 cover?
Add him on and ask him that.
Yeah, there you go. Adam, if you unmute yourself, you should be able to talk with the committee members.
Hi, this is Adam with the Cape and Islands Veteran Outreach Center. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Adam. Yep.
How we doing? So I was still working to get the specific quotes related to irrigation driveway, the projects that are guaranteed to be done in the spring and summertime. But to fill your request, I did send along the current contract, which gives the current budget to date with regard to outstanding work. So I don't necessarily have the breakdown of what is left in the carpentry or the finished the finishing divisions, as well as, like I said, the new quote related to the retaining wall. But I did want to get you guys some updated numbers in advance of this meeting. And to Christine's point, we're not necessarily amending our request. Our request is before you, in terms of this is where we stand right here, right now on the 16th. So, obviously if $100,000 isn't necessarily applicable to our current request because we've gained that money through donations, certainly in a revised request or a smaller amount or something more specific would be totally in line with the support that we're looking for. So while $100,000 sounds fantastic, we certainly would not be dismissive of anything else of a lower amount.
Hey, Christine, you have a question?
Yeah, well, Adam, what we need is to know what we're paying for. So when you start the work after July 1st of next year, it will match the invoices that you have. That's basically how CPA works. The retaining wall, say $20,000.
Oh, absolutely. And I agree with you 100%. And that is my end goal, to get that for you, because that's what you've requested. But in the meantime, while I'm chasing paperwork, I wanted to at least give you guys an updated budget, as well as the current construction standing, the breakdown of the budget.
Well, do you need another week or?
Yep. So we'll put this on hold would be my
Well,
suggestion.
put this on hold. What we're trying to do, Adam, we have to get to a vote for a dollar amount, and we need a specific items. So if you have to wait on that, that's fine, but we can't vote on, we just can't say, here's 100,000, you can do whatever you want with it.
Oh, absolutely. And I completely understand your position, and I will reiterate that to the contractors that we've been working with to get the paperwork, because I don't know why it's so difficult, but I understand where you're coming from. I will get you what you need in advance of any vote. So thank you.
Well, we're going to be voting in the next 2 weeks, so we need that ASAP.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Don't have it, we have to get to the town warrant. So we have a deadline here. So the burden's on you.
Certainly. Thank you, sir.
All right, so we'll put the veterans home, and hopefully they get back to us next week. We have the general deposit for the housing trust, which is 200,000. Any comments, questions that we want to hold on that?
No.
I mean, I think, at least obviously in my opinion, I don't think any of these really need to be held as far as the housing stuff. These are, and I hesitate to call them housekeeping issues, but these are things we do every year. So if there's discussion, I'd love to hear it. If not, make a motion to approve the general deposit for the housing trust.
Second.
I can hear a second. Any discussion on the motions?
No.
And take a vote. Motion was by Nate, seconded by Christine. All in favor of the motion? George?
Aye.
Gary? Yes. Christine?
Aye.
Liz?
Aye.
Nate?
Aye.
Next, we have the Yarmouth Housing Buy-Down Program for 375. Comments, questions on
Not for me.
I would just say my previous comments just go along with this one too. I think everyone here is familiar with this program. If not, by all means, ask questions. I'd be more than happy to discuss it. But this does help purchase, year-round housing in perpetuity that's deemed affordable in Yarmouth for Yarmouth residents. So I think it's a great program. And if there's no discussion, I would make a motion to approve the application for the buy down program.
Seconded.
I don't know who got quicker with the second, but I'll give it to Christine. Motion by Nate, seconded by Christine. All in favor of the buy down program as submitted. George,
Aye.
Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate.
Aye.
That's the housing. No, we're doing both. I'd just like to keep it that way. Okay. Next, we have the eviction prevention and rental assistance, which was $34,000. Hands of Hope. Again, it's a repeat project. I agree with Nate. The housing projects are more important than ever this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially this one. I mean, I know, Gary,
Yes.
you can confirm, I don't know, we've been on this committee a long time together, and every year we wish they could do more and ask for more money, but obviously this is what they can handle. So again, obviously in these times, even more relevant. So if there's no discussion, I make a motion to approve application for Hands of Hope.
Seconded.
Seconded by George. Okay, all in favor of the motion? George,
Aye.
Gary, yes. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate,
Aye.
that takes care of all the housing articles. The only recreation one we have is the Sandy Pond
Sandy
still,
Pond, yeah,
and we're talking,
that's on hold. We'll talk about that next week.
right. So we have,
Gary,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead, Liz.
was that the one that we had discussion last week? As somebody requested to hold until January? Was that the email that you?
Yes, but
It was from Dorcas?
we can't hold it to January. I think we were clear to them last week. If they want to go for the other stuff, it has to be a separate application.
If anybody knows that, that would be Dorcas. So, yeah.
You should know, she was here long enough. Yeah, and I'm sure I would guess when Debbie went back to her, Dorcas totally understood what we were talking about. Just can't say, here's money with no application, so. We're still going forward, as far as I know, with the splash pad. We're just going to discuss it when we get more information and make sure they understand.
Right, we're kind of trying to get clarification to the rec commission and then information also from the designer as to updated
Right.
cost estimates.
Hold on that, and they should get back to us with info, but I think they understand what they need to do. I hope they do. So next we'd move on to the open space articles. The first one is the Friends of Bass River Watershed Restoration, the data gathering and engineering plans. We've taken a tour and we know they've already started with the part they've already funded. And they are asking for $253,000.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
94,000.
94,000
94,000. Yeah.
of that amount, 94,616 of that.
That's right.
Okay, any discussion, comments, questions? Anyone?
No, I'd be in
No.
favor of making a motion to approve the 94,616 for the Friends of Bass River Watershed Restoration Project.
Seconded
Seconded.
by Nate.
Two, right, Christine? Yes.
That's him, okay.
Okay, seconded by George. All right. All in favor of the motion, George,
Aye.
Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate.
Aye.
Okay, next we have the Higgins Kroll Road land acquisition, and we know we don't even have a figure on that, so the application. Thirdly, under open space, we have the culvert reconstruction. Any comments, discussion on that? If not, I can hear a motion.
I make a motion to approve that application to repair the culvert for $24,000.
Two, done. All right, second. By Christine. Okay, all in favor? George,
Abstain.
Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate,
Aye.
so I believe that.
I believe so.
So lastly, under open space, we still have the Riverwalk Park and Boardwalk supplemental. You know, we've already funded that before. Most of you know the history of that, and we got the letter last week from Kathleen saying they want to go forward with this. So that is $1.5 million. So any discussion on that?
I see from some of the literature that's come in that they've received, a couple more grants. I think it's probably time to move this forward.
Any more comments, discussion?
No, I agree with that. I mean, for lack of a better term, the seed money we always talk about, I mean, I think this is helping. So, I think everyone, my thoughts and everyone on this committee realize that we're voting to whether or not to send these to town meetings so that residents of the town can decide how this money is spent. And I think we have done our due diligence on this and made the examples of, fitting in the pieces of the pie into the right squares and the right holes. So, I agree with Christine. I think we should move this to town meeting and let the town decide.
I agree.
Seconded.
I think it's time. They've been cooperative and waiting till now. And in reading with Kathy's letter, I think, they want to pursue more matching grants, and they need this for that. So I think it's one of the most important projects for the town of Yarmouth coming up.
I agree.
Any more comments? If not, I can hear a motion on this.
Christine, did you make the motion or?
No, I hadn't. You want to make the motion, Nate? I'll second it for you.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the funds for the Riverwalk Park and Boardwalk supplemental application.
Okay,
By Nate, seconded by Christine. Okay, all in favor of the motion? George,
Aye.
Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate,
Aye.
okay.
It doesn't sound like Mary Ann has been able to get on for whatever reason.
Now, she called me this afternoon and I talked to her about it, but I can't get her on from my cell phone.
She said she didn't get the e-bike. I don't know.
I don't know what to say. I mean, can't wait all day. So I'd love to have it here. Okay, so everything else is on hold. So would they be for next week? It's not next week, is it?
It's next week is the 23rd, unless you would,
No,
again.
I'm fine with it.
defer
I
until
think
the
every-
30th, but
I think
everybody said
everybody
April
else was,
fine,
so I think you need to send an email to the ones we're waiting on info. It's critical they get it to us now.
Because, yeah,
And Gary, just, and Dawn, just to let you know, I will do my best if we do meet next Wednesday, but I will be in Florida. So if I'm not there, that's the reason why. If I can, I will be on the Zoom call.
Just come off the beach, will you?
I hope not. It's supposed to be 80 degrees every day.
Take it with you on the beach.
Make us feel bad.
Right.
Yeah, that's a sight you don't want to see.
We'll take your word for it.
All right. So I guess the only other thing on the agenda, you saw the important updates on the meetings, which is the 23rd, 30th. The warrant articles are due on the 5th. And the warrant closes on the 26th. So,
That's it. The only other update I'll have in case anybody missed the selectmen's meeting last night, town hall is going to be closed to the public again. Actually, town buildings are going to be closed to the public again. So if you need to get in to see anyone, usually an appointment can be scheduled, right, Gary?
just make my life worse.
But other than that, we're going to be closed for a few weeks and probably more work going on remotely. But by now, everybody knows the email addresses. And then the other thing they talked about last night was considering to have town meeting in April outdoors. So that's something that is on the table.
That's what they should do. They should have,
Absolutely.
my opinion, I'm sure they don't care. But if you want to get people there, it's an important town meeting.
Yeah, I think they seem to realize it because other towns did it very successfully. So now the template is there and they know they can follow the leaders.
Good.
Maybe offer COVID inoculations before the meeting, you know.
Then we'd have a line. It would take us all day. Do we have anything else, Don?
Minutes,
Um,
please.
Minutes,
Minutes?
please.
Did
Go
everybody
ahead,
read the
George.
minutes?
Yep, George has something.
Oh.
No, I thought are we doing minutes?
Yes. So we got the
Good.
first minutes are from November 18th.
No questions.
Motion,
Move that we accept the minutes for November 18th.
Second.
George, seconded by Nate to accept the minutes of November 18th. George,
Aye.
Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate.
Aye.
Okay, we've got two more sets of minutes one is from December 2nd of 2020. Motion,
No discussions. I make a motion. We accept the minutes for December 2nd.
Second.
by George, seconded by
Aye.
George, aye. Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate,
Aye.
Right?
December 9th minutes. Motion,
I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes of December 9.
Second.
motion by Christine, seconded by Nate. Roll call, George,
Aye.
Gary, aye. Christine,
Aye.
Liz,
Aye.
Nate.
Aye.
George, did you have something else you wanted to discuss or talk about?
No, that was, my question was on the minutes, whether we're going to
Yeah.
do them. Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
done.
well, Don's yelling at me. We're not forgotten. So if not, a good meeting. That was quick. We got through the easy stuff. Which we do every year, makes it easier. So Don, for next meeting, I'd love to see the update of what we just did spend, what we have left. On the sheet you already have here. I mean, that's not, I can hear a motion to adjourn
So move.
Seconded.
by Liz, seconded by George. All in favor, George?
Aye.
Gary? Aye. Christine?
Aye.
Liz?
Aye.
Nate?
All right.
Thank you all. It's
Thank you,
Hey,
everyone.
guys, be safe.
Thank you.
Guys, take care.
Thanks, guys.
Take it easy.
Thanks, Don Marie. Thank you.
Yep, see you next week.
Stay warm and dry tonight.
Yep, you
Yeah,
too.
have
Okay.
fun tomorrow. Have fun tomorrow, everybody.
Shovel.
Thanks.